Yo, what is good, guys? Back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird world of professional wrestling. As you can tell by the title below, this one will be about my thoughts on the WWE Hall of Fame in general, not just like the 2024 not cast, but the inductees kind of deal. And I've said it in other videos throughout the years, or last couple of years maybe, but more so on Twitter throughout the years, that I'm not a fan of the Hall of Fame kind of deal. Never really went too in depth about why, so I figured that in today's video I would share why. But before I do, would love to know what your thoughts are on the Hall of Fame in general. Like, doesn't have to be WWE, but it could be Hockey Hall of Fame, it could be Soccer or Football Hall of Fame, it could be the football, like the US version Hall of Fame kind of deal. Would love to know what your thoughts. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Why not? Would love to know down in the comments below. And for myself personally, I was never really a fan of it. Yeah, I watched a couple of like the inductee speeches. First one I watched was Shawn Michaels. None of these were live, or with the exception of last year, none of them were live kind of deal. Like Edge, Shawn Michaels I watched, Beth Phoenix I watched, and then first one I ever watched live was last year for Rey Mysterio, because he's gosh darn Rey Mysterio. And for myself personally, even though those four that I mentioned, Shawn, Edge, Beth, and Rey, are four of my favorites to watch kind of deal, after watching them, like the inducted speeches, whether it was the person inducting them or the wrestlers themselves, after it was all said and done, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I felt like I wasted my time, in the sense of it's not my cup of tea. And especially over the last several years, you can throw in a decade now, since like WrestleMania 30, there's other stuff I would much rather be watching than the Hall of Fame kind of deal, whether it's certain indie promotions kind of deal, Super Card of Honor, or this show or that show kind of deal and whatnot, editing videos, recording videos, kind of fantasy booking in my head what could happen for WrestleMania itself kind of deal, whether it was one night or two night kind of deal. And it was never my thing kind of deal. And you could go back to kind of being a kid, whether or not I was a wrestling fan kind of deal. Like in elementary school, we would have the like an assembly kind of deal, and hearing people give speeches wasn't my thing kind of deal and whatnot, like a monologue kind of speech, which is weird because I took drama all throughout high school, and those tend to involve monologues some way, shape, or form kind of deal. But whenever it's somebody talking about their career, if it's a wrestler that I like or I enjoy, chances are I already know or have an idea of those stories kind of deal. It would be different if it was, let's say, documentary, like what WWE used to do on DVD and Blu-rays kind of deal, or their 24, or their Chronicle, or their 365. To me, those are a lot more interesting than somebody either standing on a stage or standing in a ring, just giving a speech. Could be like 2 minutes long or 22 minutes long. I, for the most part, especially for Hall of Fames, don't really care, and that could also play a part in like podcasts kind of deal. Not a fan of those for the most part either kind of deal and whatnot. But yeah, for myself personally, when it comes to the Hall of Fame, if it's your thing, great. I will fully admit I do like what they've done the last couple of years, where it's SmackDown, then like a half-hour break, and then the Hall of Fame, like all in the same venue, 2-for-1 kind of deal. And that would be honestly the only way I would go and see a Hall of Fame in person. And even that, I don't know for sure if I would kind of deal ever see a Hall of Fame in person, because I, again, would much rather watch indie wrestling over Mania weekend. And to watch it, it's probably cheaper depending again on the promotion kind of deal. You get to meet wrestlers kind of deal, and whatnot. But yeah, for myself personally, the Hall of Fame is not my cup of tea. If it's yours, would love to know why down in the comments below. While you are down there, again, would love it if you hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. Do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's